Let's watch this.
Never met a man that just provided out of the kindness of his heart. It's always been like a form of control and like slavery, and that's why they want to provide for you.
Oh, she's never met a provider, okay? You want a man's money, right? Why wouldn't he have any control if it's his money? All you doing is giving up pussy. She's tired of fucking all these niggas with money, and they're still kicking her ass to the curb, and she's not getting enough tangible. She's not getting enough compensation. My fear of providers, okay, honey, you don't qualify to get a provider to be faithful to you. This is what you qualify for, to get pumped and dumped.
And mind you, I only date successful men, so I'm not like, I don't be dating but
I only fuck successful men. That's what, because how have you been fucking all these successful dudes and no one's wifed you up? You're getting pumped and dumped. You're not dating these men. They're just fucking you and kicking you to the curb. That's why you're on TikTok complaining. When a woman says all I date is successful, no, you get fucked and pumped by these dudes because you're still on the dating market. No one has taken you seriously because you've been giving up that pussy to all these dudes with so-called money, and still they didn't see no value in you.
But I do think they like to control, and they like to control by money and paying bills. And
you're the dumbass because you're allowing that because you put a price on your vajayjay. You don't mind being controlled as long as the price is right. What rich dude? She's meeting a lot of guys with money, right? Who don't play that shit. She's thinking that she's gonna be able to tell a dude with money what to do, and that's not no. These guys are not gonna allow that. Her best bet is to get with some old white dude who's some old white simp who don't care. But she probably wants an attractive provider male, and all they see in her is just pump and dump material. She's just pump and dump, freak off material.
I could take care of that, and it's like, oh my god. I've had men that are like, I'll pay for your apartment, I'll pay for your car, and I've said no repeatedly. Like,
she's fucking lying. She said yes. She's lying. She is lying, I'm telling you. She had her rent paid by a sugar daddy.
Like, no. Because I'm so sketched out. I've seen it go so wrong for so many women that it's like I would have to really, really trust someone to allow them to provide for me. Like I would have to
you would have to really trust someone to provide, but you trusted them enough for them to bust those nuts inside you. Got all that dick residue from all these rich dudes. But you trust them to bust all up inside you. Bust. They busted inside you. But you don't trust them to pay your rent. She's fucking. And she's fucking for a price. Don't let her lie to you. She's over here lying to these women thinking that, I don't trust these guys. No, you let these niggas beat up that pussy because they had money.
Really, really trust someone because I'm so sketched out. Okay, when women are like, I want a provider, I'm like, girl, are you sure? Have you guys actually dated? I've dated them. I know what it feels like. It feels like borderline you're signing your life off to slavery. Only date kind providers because providing alone isn't enough. Fortunately, I've never met a man.
Okay, a kind provider, that's just a beta male simp. Women want a provider, right? But they want a guy that they can tell what to do. They want someone who they can run all over. But most guys with money, they're not going to allow that. Some will, but majority won't. She didn't want to get on the program. She did not want to get on the program. These guys let her know what it was, and she wasn't agreeing with that. She was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just do my own thing. But this bitch is lying. She's fucking a lot of rich dudes, but she's not getting the results she wants. She wants commitment. She wants to be taken care of forever. And some of these guys, they don't see that in her. All they see is pump and dump material, freak off material, and that's it. They don't see wifey material in this woman. Over here talking about my fear of provider men, but you let all these providers beat up that pussy. You let all these provider males beat up that pussy, and you're over here complaining about your fear for them. A lot of these women are fucking. We all know that these women are never single. They got a price on there for JJ. They're going to the highest bidder. That is the dating market. It is transactional. And it's not going to change. It's going to continue to get worse. And that's the dating market we're in. Women put a price on their vajayjay. They put a price on themselves. They only get into relationships for self. They want to get into a relationship to get help. They want to get into a relationship because they want an easier life. They're only going to get married for a retirement plan. They don't want you. They just want the lifestyle. They want you based on what you can provide for these women. So it is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.